Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa. Hi, y'all.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to, if it's a thing you think, welcome to Christmas week.
Yay!
It's
I love
Christmas
me some
week.
Christmas.
I know. It makes me sad that we're so far ahead of recording that, like, Christmas is not this week for me. And I'm very sad about that.
I love presents, I should say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care about Christmas, but I like presents.
I like presents and I like time off from work.
Oh. That I consider that to be a gift.
Yes, that is a present. So, yeah, that's really, like, to me, the best thing about Christmas is that, like, I get a week and a half off of work. So that makes me really happy.
Mm-hmm.
If
I would have planned this better. If I would have planned this better, I would have had a Christmas book. But
oh no, I
not
have a
planner.
holiday book today.
Yay!
I planned a little bit.
Yeah. Yesterday I was like thinking about what books to do, and I was like, man, I feel like I've been doing a lot of like contemporary romance recently. And so I was like, I really need to change this up. So I picked something that was not a contemporary romance, which kind of takes away from like, how do you like pair a Christmas book? I picked a bad week. I should have just...
Dang it. You didn't have a Christmas book just chilling in the backlog?
I didn't. No, I could have talked about any of the thousands of Christmas books that I've read before.
True.
That would have been good, but
I mean, you can still do that if you want to have like a little chaotic Nicole and just be like, guess what I read 3 years ago?
Yes. I will not do that.
Okay, that's fair. Do you have any other things for us?
No. I can tell you what, though.
Okay, tell me.
I know I've talked about this for like 3 weeks now. I'm so over being sick.
Oh, one day you'll be okay.
I'm just so tired.
What did you even get sick from?
I still think that somebody from work got me sick.
Okay.
Because we were in training, and there was a girl sitting next to me who was sick. And then, like, 2 days later, I started, like, getting, like, the sinus, like, in the sore throat. And I was like, this feels sus.
Fuck her. We are mad at her. Collectively.
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want her to get sick again, but
No.
I'm still mad at her.
Yes. She's your mortal enemy right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could still feel it. It's all in here.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I think my New Year's resolution is going to be, how do I improve my immune system?
Okay. I feel like that's a good one. Like,
again.
yeah, improving your immune system is a great New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, how fun.
I feel like there was somewhere I was going with that, but now I'm off track and I don't remember. So.
That's okay. I mean, talking about New Year's resolutions kind of reminds me that soon, like within a week of this episode coming out, you will be getting a end of year wrap up New Year goals from us. So be looking forward to that. I think we're gonna put it out on January 1st. So on January 1st, look for that. You'll hear all of our bookish goals and our bookish resolutions, if you will. Should be a fun time.
I feel like we're also allowed to have snack resolutions if we want.
Okay. Can mine be eat less of them?
No.
Damn it. Because that's what I want my resolution to be. Be better. Stop eating everything you see.
Oh, no. Yeah. I don't think that's like a resolution thing. I think that's just going to have to be like, we fight your hormones.
That's true.
Fight them.
All right, great. Love that for me. Yeah. Well, I don't really have a whole lot for you today. Can I just tell you something random that I saw? I mean, I saw something random and then immediately like Googled it and like asked Mr. Chatty about it. It was like the US average of like how much we read as a country is low compared to some other countries. And I was like, that's really interesting. So, I mean, quote unquote interesting, and probably some people don't care about that, but like I found it interesting. So the US average is around 12 to 14 books a year, so averaging like one book a month ish. But there are countries that, a few of the countries that are higher. India often ranks as one of the highest with between 16 and 17 books a year on average.
Okay.
The UK averages about 15 books a year. This says France also around 14, so they might be kind of on par with the US. And then I saw something else that gave like hours and like hours a week that people spend reading. India was at the top with 10.5 hours of reading a week. And then in this other one that was comparing hours versus like number of books read, it also included China and Thailand with 8 and 9 hours read a week. So, and by comparison, the US is like 5.5 to 6 hours a week of reading. So I don't know. It just felt, it felt interesting to see like those numbers, especially with like the number of people in the countries and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, as you were saying that, I was like, how often how much do I read a week? And
I know, I want to kind of track that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll put like a timer on my phone or something.
I've seen a lot of bookstagrammers that do stuff like that with they'll post like every day how many pages they read and how many hours of like audiobook that they listened to. So like each day for a week or whatever. I feel like that would be interesting to see. Maybe like do it every week for a month and kind of figure out an average.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a resolution for us. Maybe 1 month in the year we could
Yeah.
see if we can figure it out.
I thought you were going to say the whole year, and I was like,
no, absolutely not.
Vanessa.
There's no way.
I will not do that.
No, me neither. No, just like 1 month of the year. Maybe in January we could do it or something where each day you kind of track like how many pages you read, how many hours of an audiobook you listen to each day, and see what the average is.
Sure.
All right, add it to the list.
Yes, this list.
Yes, editing Vanessa, add it to the notes so we don't forget it.
Chop.
Yeah, I don't really have like a whole lot else. Like I said last week, I've kind of been staying off the internet a little bit and not searching around as much. So this was just like one of those random stats that I saw that I was like, what is this? Are you being for real?
Yeah, I feel because like I've been sick, I've been putting in more hours in reading than normal.
Okay.
So like I don't have a lot of news, but I know I've gone through some books. So.
Have you?
It feels like it.
I have maybe a little bit of an update book news. My own book news.
Oh, okay.
I might have another DNF.
Oh. Wow. Already.
I started an audiobook yesterday, and I won't give too much information about it yet because I still haven't fully decided, but I'm only 2 chapters in. Okay, let me tell you first. Yesterday I listened to the whole epilogue or prologue. And when I started it again this morning, I literally had no idea what happened. Like, could not remember a single thing. I had to re-listen to it.
Wow.
So I am now like in chapter 3, and I'm just so bored. Like, I still feel like I need to go back and restart this because I don't know what's going on. So I think at this point, if I have to restart it again, I feel like it should just be a DNF. Or a did not start, essentially.
Yeah, I guess if you cannot remember any of it.
So I'll give you an update in next episode. I'll let you know what I decided to do with that book because I'm very disappointed.
All right. Yes, I'm interested to see what book it is.
Okay. I'll either review it next week or I'll tell you my DNF story next week.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
One or the other. But that's all I have. What is your snack? Tell me.
So I think I've used this as a snack before. Actually, I'm 100% sure I've used this as a snack before. It's football season.
Okay.
For those of you who are not sports fans, it's football season, and I know last year I said this. I'm going to say it again. When we watch football on Sundays, we do not cook.
Sundays are for snacks.
Sundays are for snacks. So we buy all the snacks, and it's a giant table of charcuterie style snacks.
Okay.
And that's what we've been doing last couple weeks. And man, I miss it.
You miss when football season's gone?
Yeah, when football season's over and we're just and I'm cooking on Sundays, I'm like, man, I wish it was charcuterie day. I know I could still do it.
You could, yes.
It's just not the same.
It's not the same vibe because it's then you're just doing it to do it and you don't get to just sit down and chill and watch football and all the things, right? So it's not the same vibes.
Yeah, it's definitely not. So I'm not calling out any particular snack, though. I found these little red peppers that are cream cheese filled.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. They're so good. I was kind of on the fence about them. I bought them mostly for Mike because I thought they were going to be spicy. They were not spicy, but they were absolutely delicious. I ate at least a jar. Not my snack, but I was just going to say generally football snacks.
Football snacks. That's a good snack. Yes. I wish I could just steal one of your snacks. But I feel like, okay, I'll use a snack because you used a snack that you have used before. I will also use a snack that I have used before. Apple cider donuts. But we bought not handmade or homemade or whatever. We bought the box of them. They're still delicious. So we were perusing the grocery store the other day and they're out, so I had to buy them.
Yes, you did.
So apple cider donuts are my snack.
You know how they get you?
By putting them right in front of your face.
Well, that, and then they'll be like, "Oh, buy one get one free," and I'm like,
"Yes,
I don't need 2 boxes of donuts."
No. But you end up with them.
Free.
Yes.
But it's free.
Somehow you need them both.
So then I end up with 2 boxes of apple cider donuts, and I'm like, fuck.
Yep. Tim, when we went to buy them, Tim was like, but I thought we were supposed to be, we're supposed to be being good right now. And I was like, yeah, you be good by eating one of them a day. And Tim was like, don't talk to me like that.
One box?
Yeah, one. Yes, exactly. So that is what I did. I had one of them. Tim had 4.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I think we were talking about it before we started recording. When I came upstairs to sit down and you were already online and I wasn't expecting that. So I was trying to eat my donut as fast as I could.
Yes.
I don't know. I thought I had more time, so I brought up half of an apple fritter with me, and then as soon as I saw you, I was like, fuck.
Dang it. It's okay. I would have given you time to eat it and enjoyed it.
Well, the problem is I couldn't put on my headphones because I was holding a donut, so it was like, I can't put my headphone on and explain. So, yeah.
Well, are you ready to tell me about your book? Book?
Yeah, book.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell you about my book. Okay. So I had, like I said, I was going to do a whole other book. And then I was just like, no, I can't do another contemporary romance. Yeah. I'm kind of contemporary romanced out. So this book is a nonfiction science book.
That's the complete opposite.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay. It is called How I Killed Pluto and Why It Had It Coming. The author is Mike Brown, and I
Okay.
listened to this book.
Okay.
It's a science book.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, so this book really is about Pluto.
Okay.
It's not just a weird name
Like the
book.
planet?
So, the planet.
Okay.
Well,
The non-planet.
the non-planet.
Uh-huh.
I guess depending on when you were born,
Yes.
Pluto may or may not have still been a planet. Yeah, that whole thing that like my very what is that? What's that like
I don't
thing where you
remember
like,
it.
to help remember? Yeah, I don't remember it either. So it's like so you can remember the whole thing of planets
Yeah.
like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, or Mercury. Yeah, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, or whatever. I hope I didn't forget one.
Hold on, let's see.
Are you gonna Google it? I should have wrote it down. My very
Uh-huh.
excited mother
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
may jump. I don't know. What is it?
S-U-N.
Yeah, I don't know
next
what.
one?
What's the?
I don't
Yeah.
know what this say.
Okay.
Oh wait, what's the trick? My very educated mother just sent us nachos. That's what it says. I don't think I've heard
Okay.
that one before.
Well, that one's the one without Pluto.
Yes, that's without Pluto. My very educated mother just sent us 9 pizzas. Was the other one?
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Let me see. With Pluto.
Well, pizzas was with Pluto.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You're right.
So yeah, depending on when you were born, Pluto may or may not have been a planet for you, right?
Yes.
So, when I grew up, Pluto was a planet.
Same.
But in like the 2005 time frame, somebody changed that.
It's been
His name-
that long?
Yes.
It's been 20 years since I was going to say, didn't they just do that like 5 years ago?
So
What is time? What is time, Nicole?
It's that's the about time frame when this all adventure started.
20 years ago?
I don't think it was quite 20 years ago. I think it's probably closer to 15, but it's still been a long time.
It still feels like it was not that long ago. All right.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, in 2005, there's a guy. His name is Mike Brown, and he's a jerk. And
Okay.
so he killed Pluto,
What a bitch.
but he did it in like a weird way, right? So in 2005, he discovered another planet,
Okay.
the 10th planet, right? And while he was doing that, him and his team ended up discovering like 3 more planets.
Okay.
All within like 6 months of each other. So while they're putting together all this documentation so they can like release it out to the scientific field, a whole bunch of stuff happens. And in between like that 2005 moment and whenever Pluto was decided that it was not a planet anymore, I think it was maybe 5 or 6 years later.
Okay.
They had to actually vote. Scientists had
I
to
was like,
vote.
who voted? Okay.
Yeah, scientists had to vote
All
on
right.
what exactly was a planet because
Okay.
looking like during this time there was some new telescopes coming out, different technology of like finding because there's where Pluto is, it's called the Kuiper Belt.
Okay.
And it's like a whole bunch of like just randomly sized objects. Pluto so far being the largest of all the objects out there.
Okay.
So I think there was like, man, my memory is really like deserting me right now. But I want to say that like when they were trying to decide whether or not Pluto was a planet, there was like hundreds of other smaller chunks of whatever floating around the Kuiper Belt area that like other scientists were like, well, if you're saying Pluto is a planet,
okay,
then this needs to be a planet. And the scientific community was like, we cannot introduce 215 more planets. Like, we cannot do that to people. Like, we cannot do that to people.
Yeah.
People would lose their shit.
Yes.
So they ended up creating like this whole thing where they were just like, no, this is not, these aren't planets. And in that decision-making process, while they were defining planet, they ended up cutting Pluto out of the planet system. So it died by association.
Okay. Is this Mike guy on this voting board of scientists?
He's not part of the voting board. No.
All right.
So, yeah. So at the end, the way I took it, at the end of the day, the scientific community was like, yeah, it's just easier to not call these planets.
Yeah.
So,
do we add 200 or do we lose one?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, book thoughts.
Yes.
I really enjoy books, science books, that like throw concepts at me that I've maybe never considered before. Not because, I don't know, like I'm not in there digging in. And some of these things I really enjoy when I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I should have known that.
Okay.
You know, like, because he talks about like the physics of a planet and how they find like center of gravity of planets. And I was like, oh, that's actually really simple. If somebody would have asked me to find the center of gravity of a planet, I'd be like,
I don't even know where to start.
do you have a calculator and Google? Like,
That's right.
I don't know. So I really liked that, like, in this book, he explains stuff like that, like how they, like, easy ways that they come up with, like, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, duh. Yeah. That was silly. So I really like those moments when I'm reading a book where I'm just like, tricky. I will say, though, that the only about the last hour of this book is about Pluto.
Okay. So
it's
everything
like a 10-hour book.
Okay, so everything else is all about just like all of the planets, all of the like decision making and
a backup and like a background of like, you know, the planets. And then, like I said, he deep dives into how the meat and potatoes of this book is spent how they found these other planets. Because he really focuses on like 3 or 4 that they found in like this 6-month time frame and how his team did that. It's really, it's more of like this is how I did it. Okay. And this is how, well, I should say we, because it was like a whole team of people of them. And then like the last hour was like, oh yeah, and because of all these things, we had to kill Pluto. Bye. Yeah, so Pluto actually plays a pretty small role in this book. Like I said, I enjoyed hearing all the sciencey stuffs. Like I really enjoyed like this learning about like different things in the solar system. But I wanted this book, I'm going to have to backtrack a little when I say this. I wanted this book to be more sciencey. And you're probably sitting there like, it sounds pretty sciencey, Nicole. Yeah. That's because I skipped 2 of my thought bubbles. In this book, something happens where he's talking about how they found their planets, and then there's kind of like this like thing that happens where as they're about to announce the discovery of a planet, somebody else announces it. Okay. Like, oh, I found this planet. So then you hear this whole story about how this other group of scientists may or may not have stolen is a pretty strong word. Yeah. May or may not have like found the data that they were using and announced it before the team who actually discovered it did.
Is that like a leak situation? Is that like a...
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess this is all getting really deep into the spoiler sec. Like, spoiler. It's not really a spoiler because it's a science book, but I'm really telling you the meat and the potatoes of the book, right? Okay. So what happens is they use this telescope that it's it keeps all of the records of what they're doing onto like a data backup cloud.
Okay.
And basically somebody was in the cloud and saw what they were searching for.
Yep.
And then saw all the different days of what they were searching for, and they were able to use that data and be like, oh, there's something there, and it's significant.
Yep. Okay.
So they were able to extrapolate the same data, and instead of building a case about it, they just announced it as like, oh, we found a planet.
Yep.
So
What assholes, man.
right. So the whole book, like a whole bunch of the book goes into like setting that story,
Okay.
like trying to say, trying to play that out. And like there's a couple chapters that feel like they kind of turn into like a tea session where they're just he's just like let me tell you the dirt. And I was just like, yeah, okay. I'm assuming this guy knows that he's in this book.
Right.
like I kind of felt weird, but I was just like, yeah, whatever. I guess it happened. So
Sure.
and as long as he's telling it factually,
Right.
but to me, it didn't really have anything to do with the Pluto thing,
Pluto
right?
of it all. Okay.
Right. And then I sound like such a bad person when I say this. He spends a lot of time in this book talking about like meeting his wife
Okay.
and them like building a relationship and having a child together. And I understand that anecdotally from I wasn't spending as much time at the telescope because I had just had a daughter.
Yeah.
But he went into like
You
how
got
he
more
like
of the story than you needed.
yeah, like how, his daughter was like perfect and like telling me stories about his daughter and how he built like this whole spreadsheet about how she, like when she ate and when she drank and when she like slept and all this other stuff. And I was like, man, this is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And it feels like filler.
Oh, yeah, good for you, but also what does she have to do with Pluto?
Right, yeah. So like I said, if it was just to anecdotally say like, oh, I missed seeing this, event in the sky because my daughter was being born, I would have been like, gotcha, bro.
Yep.
I understand. But I was kind of just like, man, just tell me about Pluto. So like I said, I wish it was more sciencey, but I also realized that some of that probably wasn't, there just probably wasn't the stuff to make the book that long without it, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't mind that stuff, it's great. I was just expecting a more sciencey book. Okay. And then I didn't get that, and I was like, that's weird. But I was kind of just poking around the internet when I was doing like some notes on this, and I did see that, I can't remember the book name, I should have wrote it down. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think also wrote a book about Pluto. Okay. So I'll probably read that just because I've read a couple of other books of his, so I'll probably read that just so I can see what all of it's about. But I haven't decided yet because the one thing that I do really like about this book is Mike Brown actually found these planets.
He was involved in all of it.
Yeah, like I don't really want to hear another scientist telling me about what Mike Brown did when I already read a book about what Mike Brown did from Mike Brown. So I'm still kind of on and off about it, but if you are like, yeah, Nicole's not really selling it, but I know I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, there you go. Maybe try that out and let me know.
Right.
I rated this book 3.5 football snacks. Okay. Rounded up to 4.
Okay.
So excellent. I enjoyed it. It lost some for like the tangents that it goes on. So
okay, that's fair. That's actually sounds more interesting than I was expecting it to be about.
I know. Every time I pick these like science books or whatever, I'm like, man, nobody's gonna want to hear me talk about like
Pluto.
like letter openers.
Letter openers. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's funny. No, it sounds interesting to hear it directly from his perspective of like he was involved in finding them. So,
right. Yeah. And like I said, how he did it was really interesting.
Okay.
I know some people could probably think that like boring, but like he explained all the steps and why they did it certain ways and stuff like that. And I found all that really great, but I also understand that is not everybody's cup of tea.
Right. Excellent. All good? All done?
That's it. That's all my books. I refuse to talk about more books.
Okay. Should I start or should I finish with my holiday book?
Finish.
Okay, finish. All right. So my first book then that I'm going to talk about is, oh no. All right. It's called Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. I read this on the Kindle, and it is a dark academia fantasy. Okay. It does have some trigger warnings. It's got pretty crazy gore, sexual assault, suicidal ideation. There's some more in here for sure, but that's what the description of it said. Like if you look at it on Goodreads or whatever from the publisher, those are the ones. You'll kind of get some more themes throughout this description. Okay. Oh, magic has made the city of Tyran. Okay. I don't know. Tiran. So the fact that I didn't listen to this means that I don't know how any of this is pronounced. Okay, so magic has made the city of Tyran an industrial utopia, but magic has a cost. For the last 20 years, Sayona has dedicated her entire life to the study of magic. She wanted to achieve the impossible, be the first woman to ever be admitted into the high magistry. When it finally happens and she is named a high mage, she finds her challenges have just begun.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Her new colleagues are sure to let her know that she is unwelcome in this man's world and to make sure that she knows exactly where she stands. They provide her with a janitor as her assistant instead of a qualified student to help her with her project that she must present to the city now as this high mage. Tommel is what I'm calling him. I think it's spelt kind of like Thomas, but it's Thomil. So Tommel? Yeah. Tommel is they call him Tommy in the book. A couple people do, but he requests that's not his name, and so I don't want to call him Tommy. So Tommel is her new assistant and is kind of a bit of a secret to all that work in the magistry though. So like he's not just a janitor. Before he came to the city, he was actually a nomadic hunter from beyond Tyran's magical borders. But people only know him as this outsider and this janitor in this town now.
So many questions.
I might be able to answer them.
Okay, I was gonna say, how do you go from being a nomadic hunter to a janitor?
So I'll kind of get there.
Okay.
So 10 years have passed since he survived the journey to this new city, a journey that he lost his entire family in. He's working with this high mage, Sayona, now, and this is just the opportunity that he needed to help him understand what drove him from his homeland and what keeps the Tyrannish in power. So he kind of starts uncovering, they can start uncovering like secrets and stuff. So Sayona and Tommel work together, albeit sometimes contentiously, to ultimately uncover an ancient secret that could change the course of magic forever. She spent her entire life in pursuit of the truth, but this may just kill her and everyone she loves. Okay.
Including Tommel?
Including everyone.
Oh.
The secret is not, it's not a little secret. It's like a crazy fucking secret and it's wild. So First, I'm going to say this is not your like run-of-the-mill fantasy book. There are very deep, dark themes that are present in this book, so make sure you're kind of like in the right headspace before you attack this. So dark academia, I feel like this is probably one of the first like dark academia books that I've ever read. I'm not saying that it's not a favorite of mine. Like, I'm not saying that I don't like this genre, but it's definitely something that I will like think about in the future. There are big themes of like oppression in this book. The city of Tyran basically treats anyone from beyond the borders as second class, which is how he ended up being a janitor, because he is not Tyranish. So as soon as he entered into the city, they basically put them in like their own part of the city. They can't leave that part of the city. They can leave to work and stuff, but they can't live anywhere other than that part of city. They literally don't have the same rights to anything as the Tyranish people do. They live in complete poverty. They live by different rules and laws. They're just generally treated as less than.
Okay.
So when I say like themes of oppression and like all of that kind of stuff, like it's a massive theme of this book. So keep that in mind for being in the right headspace. Siona is very unlikable. I do think that she was written that way intentionally. I think that she grew up here. She has basically been indoctrinated into this way of life since she was born. So like her mindset is the mindset of Tyran for like the entirety of the book. She's not as outwardly mean and disrespectful as many of the other Tyranish people, but she clearly believes and understands and practices their mindset. Like in things that she says, like it's very clear that she feels the same way as them. She's just not like outwardly with it, like not outwardly rude to everyone. And like I said, it's for the entirety of the book. Like she does not really change. She does not really grow. That was a big problem that I had with her. The unlikable part of it, I kind of get it, because I think that's kind of the point of it, is that she is literally brought up in this and has not been taught any other way, and all she's ever focused on her entire life has been to learn magic and to become this first woman in the magistry, right? So like that's all she's ever done and hasn't really looked outside of that. So but the fact that she really didn't have like any growth for me, like it felt weird. As I said before, heavy themes. So some of the other themes that you're getting is kind of like racism, classism, elitism, patriarchy, things like any of those things is what you're going to get from this book. Yeah. Like anything of like that in that like thought or whatever is in this book. So I had a really hard time rating this book. So I still actually haven't rated it on Goodreads, and I finished this at the beginning of September.
Wow.
So I guess in recording, if you're listening, like when you're listening to this, it's been a lot longer, but in recording timeline, it's been about like a month and a half, I guess, since I finished this book. And I still haven't rated it because when I finished it, I just really didn't know how I felt about it. I think the bottom line of like why this is definitely not a 5-star book for me. And it mostly, I think it's because it's not what I want out of books. Like this is a very heavy thinking book.
Okay.
It's not what I want. It's not what I want. So we've talked about this like 100 times before, but we've talked about it in other genres for me, for like romances, fantasy, and stuff like that. I really enjoy being able to look at the world and see it as an unbelievable world. Like, I don't care. Like, you and I have talked before about how like you don't like when the guy doesn't have flaws, or you don't like that he's perfect or whatever, right? And like I'm like, in a book, great. That's exactly what I want. I want everything to be good. I want everything. There can be bad things that happen, right? And I'm not asking for every book to be happily ever after, cozy, whatever. But I like looking at books in general as like, that's book world. That's not real world.
Okay.
And so like I don't necessarily apply real life themes to the books I'm reading. Okay. So I feel like that's like, and I don't know, I'm not saying that I'm incapable of being able to apply it to real life. Like I can see the parallels of things happening in books, this book or other books, of things that are happening in real life. But in this case, like reading it as a work of fiction and not attempting to apply it to like real life and what's happening around us, like that's just not the kind of thing that I want to read. I want things that are happier.
So you're probably, because you really stressed on you have to be in the right headspace to read this. And
yeah,
I'm assuming like you probably weren't for most of it.
Yeah, I really wasn't. Mostly like, I feel like a lot of it had to do with her. Like, I really wanted her to be better. I wanted to see, like, her be a better person. And I feel like that was really hard for me, for us to just be stuck in this, like, thing. Like, the world
You're
never...
just a dick for the whole time.
Yeah. And I kind of wanted there to be some growth there overall in what we saw with everything and everyone. I ended up... So what I wrote down was 3. So 3, what did I rate? Apple cider donuts. Because it's a well-written book. It's very well thought out. It's well put together. It's like everything about it is like a good book. But in like, it wasn't for me.
That's allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. This one was really hard for me too, because it's like, I've seen it everywhere. It's like massive. It's like a big, people love it. People, like, a lot of people are rating it 5s. And I get it when you look at it, like, if you are going into it and thinking of how it can apply to today's life and all that kind of stuff, it's easy to be like, wow, that's a really powerful book. But just in terms of like enjoyment and like what I want out of books, it's not for me. So,
okay.
So there's that.
I'm glad we started with that one.
Yeah, we're going to shift gears dramatically. And we are going to go with Booked for the Holidays by Liz Maverick. So cute. So I listened to this on Audible Plus. It is, so it's free on Audible if you want it. It's a holiday romance based around Hanukkah, which is adorable. It is a closed door romance. No smut, nothing like that. It's very like nice and sweet. Okay, so Abby Shore works for a publishing company when her favorite mystery author, D.B. Ziegler, is late on delivering her books. Abby steps in. She decides to show up at her house, because why wouldn't you, to offer moral support over the holidays to ensure that the manuscript is turned in first thing in the new year. But when Abby shows up on her doorstep bearing all the holiday treats, Ziegler's handsome grandson, Dove, I think is what was called actually, Dove, is there to greet her. He ends up revealing to Abby that his grandmother cannot in fact deliver the manuscript, but he has made a promise to finish it in time as to not disappoint her fans. However, this task turns out to be a little harder than this finance guy expected.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, right? So as Hanukkah unfolds, Abby and Dove spend their time together in his grandmother's cozy brownstone apartment, working their way through the remainder of the book. And as they work through it together, things start to be unclear whether or not their own story is being written.
This feels very, what is it? The Dead Romantics? Is that the book?
Yeah. It was very vibey there. Yeah. Like as I was writing so I didn't really feel it as much when I was reading it, but as I was writing the like description for it, I was like, wait a second.
Where did I hear this?
Yes. It was really, really cute. It was just like very predictable, obviously, of like what's happening. It's also a little slow burn. And we all know how I feel about slow burns. And when I say slow, I don't think this is a spoiler because like it's pretty predictable what's going to happen. But you don't really see them as a couple until the epilogue. So like that's how slow burn it is.
Wow.
Yes. So, but so like if that's a problem for you, keep that in mind. But you do see them like grow and get closer and like all that kind of stuff. It's very forced proximity because they're in the same apartment, like working together. So there's a lot of interaction and it's just them because it's the holidays. So everyone is gone and like all the things. So overall, just a very cute, sweet holiday story, just like you would get from like a holiday, like a Hallmark holiday movie. Same vibes, same thing. The narration is really good. It's a dual narration, so you do get male and female voice, and it's adorable. They also end up with a puppy in this story, and the puppy is so cute. Yes.
What kind of puppy?
I can't remember what he is. He's on the cover.
Probably a lab.
He's on the cover of the book. He's like a small brown like shaggy type looking dog.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's really cute. But yeah, just overall really cute. I think it's only like 4 hours. Like it's a really short little short story. So if you're in the market for a Hanukkah book or any kind of like holiday type story and you have Audible, I would recommend it.
It sounds super twee.
Very twee. Yes. Not in a terrible way, though, if anyone was wondering. Very cute. I liked it. Did I say I rated it 3.5?
Okay.
I'll probably round down just because, like, how are you so slow burn with only 4 hours of a book?
Yeah.
I feel like it should have gone a little faster than that, but still adorable.
I also have to, like, just the balls on this girl to be like, you know what? I'm just going to show up.
Yes.
And I'm going to force them to write this book.
Yes.
This little old lady, like, trying to write a book. And she's just like, boom! Kool-Aid Man!
Here I am at your house at the holidays. Hopefully you're okay with me being here helping you write this. Like,
yeah, no fucks given to the fact that she could possibly theoretically be like cooking a ham for her family right now, and she doesn't want to work on her book.
No, exactly. So it's really cute. There's a lot of cute, like, you do get a lot of Hanukkah traditions, which I thought was really cute. Like, he likes to bake the holiday treats that his grandma, like, are his grandma's favorites and stuff like that. So you get some of those traditions that it was just overall twee, as you would say. Are you ready for our question?
Yeah.
Okay. They're stuck to me. Okay. All right. See how you feel about this. Is world building more important in fantasy than character development? No. My answer is no.
Okay. Why?
Because
I know why, but you tell me why.
For me, characters are number one. Like, if I am not connected to the characters, I do not care about anything else in that book. So world building is important. I think that you should teach me about the world. I think that I should learn about the world. But if the characters don't have development and aren't growing, or like if I don't learn about them enough to care about them, I'm not going to care about anything else. So, yeah. And that's in any book, though. Yes, in fantasy, I feel like world building is a little more important, but like even then, if the characters aren't there for me, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, so the the thing is, I'll even say I'm not like a huge fan of high fantasy. So, and that's because I don't like the amount of time spent in world building. I enjoy knowing, like, how is it different than what I experience myself?
Right.
So low fantasy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I want to know how is it different? Like if there's different rules or the sky is purple for a specific reason,
Right.
like,
Or,
so dragons can like,
right. And
I don't know.
like how the magic like is within that world. Like how does it
right.
work within that world? Yeah.
Yeah. But I prefer books where the fantasy, not the fantasy, where like the world building can be told while you're setting the book up, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Like I don't have to spend the first 5 chapters learning about why the sky is purple and why there's magic certain ways and what the magic system is. Like I can learn that as you're introducing characters,
Yep.
as it develops. Yeah, I've just never been a high fantasy enjoyer because I just, the extra emphasis on the world is kind of just like, man, this could be 100 pages less.
Right. Right. Totally agree. You could have put that into the characters. How is your need or desire to like the characters, or not even like them, just have a feeling about them? Do you think it's as important as the way that I feel about it? Like,
yeah, I guess that's a good point because I mean, I know I talk a lot about how like I basically hate every single character that
but
I
it's
read
a feeling,
because,
right? But
right, yeah. I just I want to be connected to the characters, and I mean I can read about characters I hate. I know there's a time and a place for that, but yeah, it's hard to say because you're going to have me connect to a story more if the characters are there than you are if you're like, oh man, this world is awesome. Yeah, a lot of worlds are awesome.
Right. Yep.
Put a purple dragon in there and a purple sky. I know I'm really hitting on
purple.
that one.
Yes, everything's purple.
Yeah.
Why is my whole world purple?
Right. But I mean, like, how many books have we talked about where I've been like, man, if I could talk to animals,
right.
that's awesome.
Right.
Like, I don't need to spend 2 chapters explaining how the science works behind talking to animals.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
That's fair. All right.
I digress.
No, you're good. Well, that's it.
I have no other thoughts.
No, I have no other thoughts. You listeners out there, you tell us what is more important to you. Like specifically, I guess in fantasies, is like the world building part of it more important to you, or is the character development more important to you? Like which one must be present for you to enjoy the fantasy? Visit us everywhere. I was like, where am I? Everything is in the description. You can see us everywhere online. Savor the Story Pod, savorthestorypod.com, all the places. Go tell your friends. Go like and subscribe to all the things if you're not. We appreciate you. Okay, bye.
I love seeing the little thumbs ups.
Yes, me too. Bye.
Bye. Get out of here.